Hello, hashtag here. I don't normally do this, but I'm going to today. I rode 100 miles on Sunday. Yep, for the hell of it. Yes, because I'm mad. Yes, I won't even do that in a car. Yes, yeah, I'm mental. I haven't done a 100-mile time trial since 7 years ago, 2018, and I did it in preparation for Ironman Barcelona. Um, so I didn't push myself that hard because I knew that when I got off the bike, I was going to put a pair of trainers on and I was actually going to do a 5K run. Madness. It was a really hot day, I remember, and I did okay. I think I did 4 hours 14 minutes, and it was on the A11 near Norwich. So it's quite a busy dual carriageway. Um, Roll forwards 7 years post crash. Um, Leg wasn't going to do what I wanted it to, so I basically had to really um, pace myself. Um, Susie and I stayed over the night before in Fleet, which I think is near Farnham in Surrey. Uh, Tell me if I'm wrong, but I think it's Surrey. And the race was actually 5 laps, 5 20-mile laps on the A31, which is on the Farnham Bentley bypass, if anybody knows where that is. Um, all week, the wind was going to be light. I think my windsock said it was going to be affected about 30 seconds by the wind, and I thought that's good. And as the week went on, the wind got heavier and heavier. And come Sunday morning, the wind was absolutely blowing a hoolie. Um, to give some kind of illustration, the winner of the event eventually, Jake Sargent, he was on the spin data, which is like the how can I put it? The Anyway, it's an app that basically works out who's going to be the fastest on the day. It estimates, and he was supposed to do it in 3 hours and 19 minutes, and he came home in 3 hours and 33 minutes. So he lost 14 minutes due to the wind. His comment was as he climbed off his bike, pretty much near where we were, um, that was by far the hardest thing I've ever done on my bike. So yeah, it was a hard day. Um, and to top it as well, the 10-mile leg that actually goes slightly uphill um, was the one that was against the wind. So I was barely at 50, 60% power, and I was doing 45 miles an hour in one direction, and I was nearly at 10-mile time trial pace in the other direction. And you can imagine 5 laps of that. The effort soon took its toll. So yeah, I think it was 48 minutes, 50 minutes, 52 minutes, and whatever the other one was, to make up the 4 hours and 7 minutes that I actually recorded. PB by about just under 8 minutes. I'm chuffed. Of course I am. It's a PB. Typical me. Do as I say, not as I do. Um, Not happy because I didn't go under 4 hours as I expected. But then, if the winner's losing 14 minutes, then as sure as eggs is eggs, I was probably going to lose about 20. So if we actually transpose that onto my result, I would have gone under if it was a better day. But there you go. Um, don't try things for the first time on race day. I tried new carbs, PF&H, the Flow Gel. I just whacked a whole pouch, 300 grams, into my aero bottle and was sucking on that like a baby, basically every 15 minutes when my Wahoo told me I should. I had 4 bottles. 2 bottles I already had on me, and my partner in crime, Susie, she passed up 2 bottles. First time, was complete epic fail. I missed the bottle, so I had to wait until the second time around. Um, and then I got the bottle, and then we kind of fine tuned it after that. But yes, so that was 750 bottles. So that was 3 liters, 3 liters of water with PF&H 1500 tabs in the sweat tabs, and the 300 flow gel. So it kind of worked. these are always hit and miss. You've got to try. It's individual to me. It won't be the same for you. But there it is. Talking about pacing, I was going to go 250 watts. I think I worked out to do 359.47. That's what my windsock said. Um, and I ended up going 230 watts in one direction or something like that, and nearly 300 watts in the other direction. And I think it averaged out at 258. So I actually went nearly 10 watts higher than I thought I was going to over the whole 4 hours. Um, and I still was 7 minutes down on where I wanted to be. So it just goes to show how crap a day it was. Um, Loads of DNFs. I think I was spin data again. It estimates, it said I was going to be 19th. I got 18th. But there were loads of DNFs. I passed some poor soul twice, so I really felt sorry for them, as I knew they'd be out there for another hour. So yeah, it wasn't a good day. The photos on Instagram really do show that it wasn't great. My speed suit was completely white through sweat and salt. I had narrowed vision at the end. My wife was a little bit worried about me, but after half a litre of water and a protein shake, I was, I won't say right as rain, but I was okay. So that's done. So that's 100 done. Okay, I've got a few goals this year. That was one of them, PBing on my 100. I do actually have another 100 in a few weeks' time. That's when I come back from the US, so I might not be in the best place for that. But I'm going to sit down with a really good friend, Graham, and we're going to work out a strategy for that. And fingers crossed, yeah, I'll go a little bit quicker. I think that's on a flatter course. Oh, sorry, I forgot to mention the elevation of the course. Nearly 1,000 meters. It's not a lot, but it is a lot when you're doing 100 miles. And I think the course that I'm going to do at the end of June, I think is only about 300 meters. So it just goes to show that I might actually be a little bit quicker, or I might just be broken. We'll see. Anyway, I'm waffling. That's it for me. Don't do as I do as I say. All right. See you later. Let's crack on.